Yo boys, so in the last video I made, I was explaining how I'm going to be doing this challenge of me going from $0 to 50k dollars. And yeah, this is going to be clip number one of many. So this is practically just going to be a weekly vlog of the day-to-day tasks that I will be doing that will get me from 0 to 50k. And yeah, today it is Monday 29th of September and it is practically 1 o'clock. So I've already done quite a bit of my day. Got up at 6:15, went to the gym, did my reading, and now I'm filming this. So not trying to hold you guys for too long. I'm practically going from 0 to 50k as well because I am already up 8 I am already up 8k on topstep. So I've had two payouts right now. One was in August at 3k. One was in September at 5k. And I'm really just giving myself a challenge on top of myself, on top of me building a personal brand. It's a good thing to get these vlogs in as well because it's content and it's going to help me become a better trader and going to help me become a better educator. So I hope you guys enjoy these vlogs. I'm going to consistently post these every single week up until I get to that 50k mark. So that's the end of clip one. Okay, so right now it is 11 past 2 and market's open at 2:30, so I've got about 15 minutes if I want to analyze, which is not long at all. I'm so behind on my routine because usually I cook on a Sunday, but I was too preoccupied to do it yesterday. So here are my meals. This is my post-workout meal. 11 a.m. I eat these pork mince, rice, green beans, and then for dinner I have asparagus, rice, and then chicken thighs. So now that we got that out of the way, it is NFP week this week, so I'm looking to trade on Monday and Tuesday especially. Wednesday I probably won't trade because usually it is the worst day in a NFP week. Thursday I'm open to it, Friday I'm open to it, but currently it is the Monday. I do like setups that form on Mondays in NFP week. So I'm going to be looking at the markets today. I don't know what the next clip will be. Actually, I do. I'm going to post the macros next to each of the meals, like calories and protein, for all of the gym people who want to steal some meals off me, because these meals will make you jacked. These meals will give you them like 16-inch biceps, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, catch you then. Great way to carry on the losing streak. Get a fresh combine and lose it straight away. Man, this has been such a great fucking day already. I mean, I'm not gonna hide any of this from you. Like I'm being as transparent as possible. I've literally just blown a funded and a combine in the same day because I traded shit price action. I mean, I got what I deserved, and now I'm gonna film a trade recap. So it's still Monday, and this is the worst I've felt in a long time. And I know the market shouldn't control my mood, but I'm genuinely like, I haven't felt this bad in a while. So after 2 years of experience, well, on the best side of 2 years, you will have gone through the majority of mistakes that you can make in trading. And I am part of that team. I'm part of the team that has made majority of the mistakes that they'll ever make. And I just carry on making them. Not because I don't have any self-control, but my head is just a fucking roller coaster, and it just can't make a single decision up that will benefit me in the future. And I'm saying this because I have been on 5 separate topstep accounts today. The first account I went on was a 50k express account. I blew that. The second account I went on was a 50k combine fresh. I blew that. The third account that I went on today was a fresh 50k combine. I blew that. The fourth account I went on today was a fresh 50k combine. I failed that. The fifth 50k topstep fresh account, I got max profit for the day. And it just shows that, yeah, I mean, even after 2 years, I have never had a day this bad. I have never had 4 resets in a day. And it is pathetic. It is a lack of self-control. And it all branches off from the worst fork in the road, which is blowing an express. So right now it is 7:40 on Tuesday. Yesterday was the worst trading day I have ever had, and I never want to feel like that again. It was absolutely shocking what happened. I blew one XFA account, which led me to blow another 3 combines. I was out of control emotionally. I was out of control physically. And yeah, I never want to feel like that again. So I understand that what it takes for me to never feel like that again is recognition and just going in with the bias of externally building good habits. If I'm not building good habits in any single action that I do when I'm on the markets, then it's an automatic bad day. It's an automatic 0% gain. So yeah, honestly, I haven't made that mistake in months that led me to be in that position. And I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing it again. 5 accounts in one day is an absolute lost cause. Even when I was a beginner, let alone being 22 months in, even when I was a beginner, I never did that. The most I ever did was like 3 accounts. But regardless, what's done is done. And yeah, a little breakdown on what happens before I carry on speaking. So I'm not going to zoom out, but weekly, previous week, the CE was here. So I initially expect a rejection from the weekly CE, aka the 50%, 4-hour gap, taken that liquidity, creating a high time from SMT. We already had an internal SMT from pre-market. Now we've already got Asia low, London low, plus the opening gap low, plus all of this low resistance liquidity resting. I expect it to get taken. Now, I'd already done a trade here and a trade here, which got me down $700 on the day overall, but that didn't really interfere with anything to do with this trade. It was all just me being a retard. So what do I need to enter a trade? SMT, confident drawn liquidity, CISD, and a internal manipulation. Confident drawn liquidity, change in state, external SMT, manipulation. I see this, I enter short. I initially wanted this 15-minute gap here, and as you can see, price took this 15-minute gap right here and just rejected up.
Now, at this point, I was down 1.5k up here. I was just gonna let the trade run because you can't do anything after being down 1.5k on an Express account. If I did that, I would have $450 to play with. I understood that. Now, I still decided to pull the trade due to a lack of decision or awareness, and I never realized that I would have been down 1.5 or I wouldn't have done it. And that is the exact mistake that I made. I haven't made that mistake in a very long time. Haven't put myself in the position to make myself in get to that stage in a very long time as well. So one thing led to another. Every single decision you make has an equal reaction, and yeah, I was initially aiming for this 15-minute low. I would have seen price was just fueled to go down, and my take profit was right there if I would have still been in the trade. High of day to low of day. And hey ho, shit happens. You just gotta recognize your faults and prepare for the next time. So I will never be in this position again. This is the second day of the vlog and I'm already at an all-time low. So what's done is done. I can only go up from here. Time to bounce back.
Now it is 2:45. Max profit on the day on a fresh 50k. And that is because, funnily enough, I've already failed one today. I have already failed a compound today, which is as expected. I mean, it's becoming the average day now. I literally fail one every day, and this isn't gonna put me off trading or nothing, but it just means, like, in the moment right now, my mind is just an absolute bomb filled with stupidity and anger and anguishment, and I really just need to sit down and sort my shit out, because it's tiring, man. It's tiring doing this.
Right, so right now it is 9:47 on Tuesday, and I've come to the conclusion it is time to make a habit contract. So right here in my diary or my journal, I've written down my habit contract. I'll stick an actual picture on this right now, obviously because the quality ain't that good, but in this it says Herbie Wilson's day trading habit contract. Herbie's number one objective for Q4 2025 is to only build good habits and get 1% better every day on the markets so that he can complete his 3 remaining goals before 2026. Goal number 1, get a third payout. Goal number 2, get a 10k payout. Goal number 3, have 50k liquid. To achieve these goals, this will be the ideal roadmap. Month 1, build 1% habits every day. Month 2, build capital. Month 3, trade slow but confidently, capital preservation. The daily habits that will shape me into the person who has accomplished these goals are reading, long form YouTube video, short form YouTube video, 1% improvement per day on the markets. If Herbie doesn't complete these 4 actions, then the following consequence will be enforced. He will have to give Arnold £250 and he will not get to buy the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Signed by Herbie and Arnold. Arnold is my brother. Can't get him in the room right now because it's his bedtime, the little pussy, but that is it. And I will be carrying out this habit contract until 2026.
It is 5 p.m. on Tuesday the 2nd. Yesterday was Wednesday, obviously. I didn't quite manage to film because I completely forgot about picking up the camera. But what went on was I passed an evaluation. I started on Monday, hit max profit on Monday, hit max profit yesterday, which meant today I started a fresh express. And sadly, I took 2 trades, I took 2 losses, and yeah, I'm down $775, which is not incredible, but it is just it's the cost of incompetence. Like, I could have avoided taking both of these trades. Well, I could have definitely avoided taking one of them, but what's happened has happened. My goal, as you guys have seen in the habit contract, is to get 1% better every single day. And today I would say my 1% improvement was made by locking out the account instead of carrying on revenge trading, because yes, we can all see that my trade did happen and I was caught in the manipulation leg, but I'm happy to say that I didn't revenge trade. I didn't try and make back my losses. I didn't take that 3rd trade, which is a good thing. And yeah, I've already edited up and posted the trade recap for the day. We have got that right there. Yesterday, we posted 1 YouTube short. Today, we've already posted 1 short. Earlier, I posted my first TikTok, and bear in mind, guys, I haven't been on TikTok in about a year because it is the devil. Last time I was on it, I was just wasting time being a consumer, but this time I'm the creator. So the roles have changed now, and I'm ready to capitalize a lot more on TikTok and YouTube Shorts to funnel to the long form content. So yeah, that's how my week's going so far. Currently, I'm editing up another 2 YouTube and TikTok. TikTok is posted 7 p.m. Long form YouTube's already posted, and now just got YouTube Shorts left. So anyway, I'm about to go on a run, and I've only got to do 4,000 more steps. And I really don't want to go on a run, but that is exactly why I have to go on one. To become successful, you just have to get used to being bored, and you have to get used to stop. You have to get used to just disliking the majority of stuff that you're going to do in the day, but you do it anyway because you have to do it. That's what builds consistency. When you push through that boredom and the pain, that's what builds discipline, when you know that you can get through it. So even all of these small stuff, like whether it be you telling yourself in the morning you're not going to go on TikTok, and then you hop on TikTok for about 5 minutes, you are just slicing up your discipline. You're slicing up your consistency. You're slicing up the confidence that you can stick to not doing that habit or building that new habit. So I'm literally just here to say, do the shit that you don't want to do. Sacrifice the present for your future self. This is it. This is how I'm going to get the 3rd payout. So it was an unfortunate day today. Today I started the day off with an express with a balance of minus 700. I wasn't here for market open, and I'll explain that later. But I took a trade in the first 950 macro. I took a buy right here, stop loss at the low, which I ended up trailing up, but the take profit was at the high of day. And yeah, it was a decent trade, but I just got caught up in the manipulation leg. Would I take that again? I would 100% take that trade again. it was unfortunate that we did not sweep out this liquidity here. As you can see, I've got marked out because then I would have been risk-free on the trade. But hey ho, it doesn't really matter because I'm always going to take that loss because I'm always willing to take that trade. Second trade comes along. Now, what I did wrong was I oversized. I entered in with 2 contracts. Bear in mind, if I entered in with 2 contracts, that means I have a $900 max loss and then the account is gone. And that was the mistake. I oversized and I paid the price. Efficient price action, as you can see. But we had that initial stop run to the people who didn't put their stops at the recent low. So I paid the price in that. That was one mistake I made, oversizing. But here's where I get into the new combines I have. Oversizing is not a problem because I don't have to oversize anymore. Obviously, I shouldn't be anyway, but I don't have to oversize ever again because I'm on 5 fucking combines, man. 5 combines, bro. The leader, max profit. Follower, 1, profit. Follower 2, max profit. 3, max profit. 4, max profit. And then this is another account, so this is the 6th combine, max profit on the day. I mean, I only initially wanted to start with this combine, but I thought the majority of my trades that I get wrong are risk management. And if I'm confident I can pass a combine, then I'm confident I can pass 5 in the same trade. You know what I mean? And then the way that it works with 5 is if I'm risking $500 on one account, so if I'm trading one account in comparison to trading 5, if I'm risking $500 on that one account, that means that I can only have 4 losses because the max loss you can have is 2K and minus 500 gives us 4 losses. If I'm trading on 5 accounts here and I'm confident I can pass them, I can risk $100 on each account. That equates to 500 overall, but if I'm risking $100 per account, I can have 20 wins. It is nuts. But regardless, as you can see, I'm a bit excited. I shouldn't be excited. This is my first time doing this trade copier. So you guys will see next week how it goes. But yeah, I would say we made a 1% improvement. But I did get a bit down in the dumps through this spot here. No, sorry, all the way from here to here. So for like 50 minutes, I was just on TikTok because, man, I couldn't cope. And it's been a hard 2 weeks for me, but fucking hell. These next 2 weeks will be massive for me. Massive. This is what the 1% improvements days looks like. All of October will be ticked off by today. Sorry. First 3 days. But yeah, man. All that I need to do left is finish my reading off content, long form and short form. So yeah, I will chat to you later. So you, man, it is 7 p.m. on Sunday. Currently, I am editing the weekly vlog that will get posted. Obviously, this will get posted on it. And I've still got a few more things to do today. But considering it is 7, I've got to make a quick move on these things. So I've got left to do. I've got reading. I've obviously got to post a vlog, and I'm going to finish the outro once I finish my reading. Oh shit, and I need to do short form and short form YouTube and short form TikTok. So this was literally just a little intro to the day. Obviously it is 7 p.m. and I'll probably get this vlog posted at like, I don't know, 10 maybe. But yeah, hopefully it's not a long night. Obviously I started the day pretty late considering I was out with my dad and my brother for the majority of the day, but yeah,
praying this won't be a late night, but it's out of my hands. So this week has come to an end now. It is 8 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm going to be doing a review over how this week went, how it's gone, what went well, what went bad, what is the plan for next week, and some statistics of stuff that I'm tracking week to week, just to see how much my actions are compounding. So starting off, how's this week gone? This week has gone mediocre. It's had its really bad lows, and then we've climbed back up to almost like, you could say, the break-even stage or like the neutral stage, and then it's got a bit higher, and then it's got lower, and then it's ended neutrally. The first day was Monday, and on Monday I started with a Fresh Express account and I lost it an hour later. That was due to me losing one trade, which was small loss, losing second trade, which was small loss, and the third trade was just, it could have been a win, but I interfered with the trade and it resulted in a blown account because of mental insanity, quite literally. Just a blind choice without seeing the consequences. So having Monday going bad and having the previous week going bad as well, it didn't start off well. But on the Tuesday, I got max profit on a combine. And this is the thing, I'm not only trying to talk about trading, because trading is not the only thing that will get me to my future successful self. We've also got my reading, just small habits day to day, like having no nicotine and reading. We got long form content, short form content on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm gonna plug the statistics. Well, I'm gonna talk about the statistics at the end of this recap. But yeah, Monday went bad. Tuesday was pretty mediocre. I mean, hit max profit on a combine. Is that good? No. But outside of the markets, the habits that I stuck to got me that 1% improvement on the day. Wednesday comes, pass the account, no trade taken, and we hit a 1% improvement on the day because we got YouTube short, YouTube long form, TikTok all posted, plus the reading. So every single day this week, I've completed my reading. Every single day this week, no, since the Wednesday, which was the 1st of October, which was when my habit contract started. If you don't know what the habit contract was, look back to Tuesday and you will see what that is, because that is how I'm forced into the hole of getting 1% better every day. But yeah, actually I'm going to get it out of the way now. So this week I've posted 5 long form YouTubes. So my goal for each day is to post 1 long form, 1 short form YouTube video, and that kind of ties into TikToks because I literally post the same thing on each different social media, and then read, and that's it. So you long form, short form, read, and 1% better on the markets. Now overall, 1% each day adds up to a 7% increase in the week. I made a 6% increase, I would say, because money went bad, stuck to habits outside of the markets, but I needed to make good habits on the inside of the markets. Monday lost. Tuesday, we made that 1% improvement. Wednesday, we made that 1% improvement. Thursday came along, we took 2 losses on a brand new Express that we passed, obviously, on Wednesday, and we built good habits because we stopped after we took 2 small losses so that we have preserved capital to be able to trade the next day. Because what do we know about the markets? If you don't have money, you can't make money. If you ain't got equity, you can't take positions. if you see an 1,000 point move about to come in and you're on a combine, you cannot capitalize on it. So capital preservation is key, and I stuck to it on Thursday, even though I lost my trades. So we got that 1% improvement on Thursday. Friday comes along, we blew the account, but which sent us down to a low point. And then we brought it back up to neutral again by getting max profit on 6 different combines. Should have been 5, but it's okay. I'm trying this trade copier thing out for the first time, so it might go well. So that makes 6 days out of 7. But what really went well this week? What went well that was, thankfully, due to this bad boy, the journal, I entered every single morning and every single day and every single hour knowing what I had to do next. I've got a notes page on my Mac and my phone, which I check every now and then, which I put on my 3 daily goals for the day, which is long form, short form, read. I got that done every single day of the week since the Wednesday, aka the 1st of October, and I did long form and reading on the Monday and Tuesday, but next week it will be way easier to speak out on all of this, because I don't have to say like, oh, Wednesday is the 1st of October. But anyway, yeah, what went well, stuck to the habits outside of the markets that my future successful self will be doing. So we made a 7% improvement overall on each of those things. Internally, did we get better on the markets? We learned from our previous mistakes, and we fell back into bad habits as well. So it was a neutral on the markets, but I'm ready to spice things up next week. And what went bad kind of links into what I just talked about. So just speaking my thoughts, I really want to restart this video, but as we all know, videos get even more unauthentic the more times you try and record the same clip of you speaking. So I'm not going to be restarting this video, even though I might be messing up my words a bit and describing things in a bit too much detail. But this is my first vlog. It was never going to be perfection. It never will be perfection. And I'm literally just aiming for that 1% improvement every single day, every single week. So the more YouTube videos I post, the better I become at making educational and enjoyable stuff to watch. The more times I read, the more I learn from stuff outside of the markets. What am I talking about? Sorry. The more stuff I learn, the more stuff that gets imprinted from my markets, imprinted into my brain that I wouldn't have known any other way. If I didn't read that book, I wouldn't know what was in it. Atomic Habits. I just finished this book. Just finished it about half an hour ago. And I was reading over the conclusion, and it says here, if you're having trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you. The problem is your system. Bad habits repeat themselves again and again, not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change. That sums up what I've been going through for the past 2 weeks. I built up the habits every single day in August. And what did I get given? I got given the results. I made money in August. That is not the goal, but that is what the system of building good habits gets you. I enter into September. I'm building good habits for the majority of the first half, and then I fuck up. That is when everything just came falling down. Your system is wrong. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. If your goal is to make money, but your systems don't equate to what is going to make you money, you ain't going to make money, little man. You ain't going to make money. And that is exactly the process that I've been going through. Subconsciously, I already know this, but getting it told to me, finishing off this book really has just kind of flipped the switch. And I can say all of this mental masturbation stuff and then go and not do it, but this week really has changed me. I mean, trying to get these 1% improvements in every single segment of my life, every single segment of the day. Like, yeah, I might slip up on TikTok. It's my first week back on TikTok, guys. Follow up the channel. It will be in the bio. But yeah, trying to get these 1% improvements every single day in every single area will build me into that successful future self that I wish and foresee myself to become. So, what is the plan for next week? The plan for next week is low risk. Low risk on trading. That is because it is the start of me being on 5 different combines. So I've got the leader, I've trade copier. So I've got 5 combines going. As soon as I pass them, which I know will happen, not because I'm sexualizing me passing it, but because I understand what it will take to pass them, I will be risked down a lot. That is because the government is shut down, whatever that means, and because, yeah, I've already said it, it's my first time on these accounts, so I'm really just going into it with the game plan of the fact that I'm just going to be picturing it as it's one account. I'm going to be risking $100 or $200, which gives me a huge pocket of error. And I'm going to be reviewing my trades every single day, journaling them. Obviously, I'm going to say, like, I'm going to be reading every single day that next week. I'm going to post 15 short form content videos on each platform. I'm going to post 5 YouTube long form videos with the vlog at the end, obviously. But yeah, man, that's it. Summed up, this week was neutral, but we did make that 6% out of 7% improvement in the week. So thumbs up for this week, I'd say. I'm fucking ready for next week. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to just demolish the game and just carry on stacking days, getting 1% better and 1% better, because small changes tiny changes do make remarkable results. 1% days don't sound like a lot, but stack 30 of them on top of each other. That's 30%. If you've watched till the end, then I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And I will catch you next week.